How's everybody doing? My name's Mike and this is Tyson, and what I'm doing with him is I have two leashes on him right now. I have one leash on a prong and one on a flat collar. That's because this dog is he's an American bully, he's a pocket bully, so he's very low to the ground and he can pull. He's a very strong dog. So the second collar, the flat collar, is for him, not for me. Because the dog has learned to pull on a prong collar already, I have to basically reintroduce the pressure to him. And since he's so strong, he's hitting the end of the leash so hard, I don't want him just hitting on the prong because he's going to hurt himself with the type of force he's using. So this second leash is giving me the ability to kind of direct him and put pressure on him to teach him, when you feel this collar, I want you to come with me, without him having so much pressure on the prong because he's pulling. So I don't want too much from him right now. I just want him to actually do what he's doing right here, which is just not pulling on the leash. When I first got this, I got this dog about not yesterday but the day before, so he was just hitting the end of the leash and just running in circles, no leash manners whatsoever. So I'm gonna start moving around. I just want him to stay in my vicinity, and once he starts doing that, I'll probably use a shake can, a bottle filled with pennies, to kind of keep him behind me, just to kind of set in the heel, trying to get him to understand where I want him to be. So here we go. Come here, boy. Good boy. So I use that prong, and then I use the second leash. Prong, second leash. Yeah. Prong, second leash. Good boy. Come on, boy. Good. Good. And again, when I first got this dog, he was just going in circles on the end of the leash, 100 miles an hour. Good boy. Boom, prong, then this leash. Right? Prong, flat collar. See, now he's actually turning flat collar. Right? So prong, flat collar. Prong, flat collar. Flat collar. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. So when you hear him vocalize like that, that's just an expression that caught him off guard. Good boy. You see how he's turning a little bit faster now when he feels the end of the leash. Good boy. And I can encourage him when he hits the end. Come here, buddy. Good boy. To give him kind of a heads up so that doesn't happen again. Good boy. Come here, buddy. Come on. Good. You see how he's kind of pacing back and forth. He's super frantic, right? He gets on the end of the leash, and he just wants to pull wherever he's going to go. Good boy. Come here, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. Good. 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 And this is all I want from him, is to kind of him to get the idea of what I want and keep that leash loose while we're walking. Good boy. Come on, buddy. Good boy. Good. Good. I want him to just understand the position. Good boy. That I want the dog in. I just want him to get a general idea. Again, this is a lot for this dog. We've been doing this exercise for about 2 days now, which is abnormal. Normally I can teach the dog this within 5 minutes. It's taken him a couple more days because he's used to pulling with a prong collar. Good boy. Hey. Good. So, loose. Come here. Good. Good. So we want this loose, give him a little correction. I use a shake can to help him out. The reason I do that is because he's so used to pressure on the collar, it doesn't matter when he feels the pressure. It doesn't bother him, he's used to it. It doesn't mean anything to him. So the shake can's actually helping me keep him in this position so he can stay loose. Good boy. Good boy. Heel. Heel. Good. Heel. No. 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 Heel. Good. Heel. No. Good. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do for this session with him. I just wanted him to get the idea where heel is and for him to start to understand what the pressure on the collar means. See how he's going for that leash? There you go. Good boy. See how he loosened up. After I loosened the collar, I tightened it, he then came towards me. You know, that's what we want him to understand. When you feel pressure, look to me for what to do, or come towards me. So he's doing pretty good. Again, he already was used to pulling on a prong, so I used a second leash with a flat collar to get him to understand what I want from him with the prong, because otherwise I was going to injure him with the prong, because there would have been too much pressure. Since it already has no meaning to him, it was going to be too much pressure and could possibly hurt the dog. That's why we use a second collar to help guide him without using the prong. And then after your dog does a good job at the exercise, you always give them some love afterwards. And when you give them affection, make sure your affection is not getting them excited. So he just did a good job with his pressure exercise. So now I'm giving him a little affection, but if you notice, my affection is keeping him in the position that I want the dog in. My affection is keeping the dog in the position I want him in. I want him with a loose leash. And he's in my heel position right now. Me giving affection is actually helping him. So we want to be able to give affection and the dog not break the position. Good job, Tyson. Good job, Tyson. Good boy.